What's going on, y'all? It's Greg. Greg said it. Y'all, I'm back. Did a little something on Thursday. We'll be watching JR. Got back that day. Haven't done nothing all week. But as you see, I'm back in town. About to get in this yard. You need that work. Been raining, cold. Come back to a cold spring break. It's interesting. But needless to say, it is spring. Summer's not far away. I'm not rushing it. As I said about spring ball, it's about over. A couple weeks, really. So a lot has been going on. A lot of, from prior players to the new players, people trying to figure things out. And we still have that QB battle going on. And that's what I want to talk about today. I have something to say. I've had my chance to kind of look at some well-off, catch up on well-off. And I've been watching this thing. I've been hearing people say, you know, Juju is bigger than what we thought. He's not like a freshman. He don't play like a freshman. He don't look like a freshman. And then we look at Salter, and it's like you got a veteran guy who's done great things, maybe in the right situation, would have got a lot more credibility. He's definitely at the right place with the right spotlight to show what he can do. But when you look at those guys, outside of their number, I mean, sometimes even their hair, their complexion, they don't look identical. And one is a true freshman, and one is a super senior, right? And this QB battle is like, who's going to be the guy? But I'm the person who told you all, it's a battle for them, but it's good for Colorado. For one, you have a running quarterback. You don't want to end up in a situation with so many teams we've seen last year, even in the Big 12. Kansas had a fall off, and they came right back on a run and ran through the top teams. Then they got blasted by Baylor. But Baylor tore them up right after Colorado. And one of the big things that they struggled with is when their QB, who was a dual threat, we talked about him and knew about him from the beginning in the offseason, and everybody talked about how great this quarterback could be when they were looking at who's going to be the top QBs. But he had that little setback early in the season. So when you look at the fact that the team didn't really do as well, like most teams don't. When you lose your starting quarterback, it's like most teams don't really have, unless you're a really good program, and even that's not necessarily equivalent. We've seen the situation where, like, when Tua came in behind Hurts, and it was like, that was just like, yeah, Alabama's tough, you know. And you see that with great programs. Their second quarterback is pushing. But it's rare that he can keep up. He's usually a younger guy, or he was the guy that was there before this guy got there. He's the second best. But you got a real battle going on in Colorado. And it's good. Because if ever, let's say Salter's in there and he come up a little hurt or ankle or knee or whatever, you know the next guy coming in gonna spank him just as bad. And you're not in the same situation as you've been the last couple of years in Colorado. You're not in a situation where Shador go down, there goes the season, you're holding your breath every time he gets body slammed, kicked after the play, flipped over. It's like a WWF show, like WWE. It's like, whoa, you hope it's fake. Because they just throwing him off the top rope, coming, flexing him and all that. And it's like, y'all better chill out. We don't got nobody else. Shador stop running. Shador stop getting sacked. You know, you worry about that. And we got a taste of it after first year. Staub came in. I think he beat Utah. I think they spanked Utah. And I think that's when Staub should have exit stage left. That was his prime opportunity to jump on somebody's roster that next spring. He don't hung himself around, and now we got these super studs. And Staub's not bad, but he's not these kind of playmakers. And now he's stuck like Chuck, which is good to have Staub. You don't want to be in a Utah situation, Oklahoma State situation. It's just so happened, this horribly impossible, but possible. Well, both of those guys somehow go down, which we've seen back to back. You got to have somebody like Staub. He's in that position. It's good to have a third-string quarterback who's good. That's a good situation for Colorado. It's a battle for them. One thing I noticed about Salter can make the throws, the deep throws, and people talk about that. He can get the job done. But I noticed something about Salter. If you open the Red Sea, he don't care. He taking off pew, he gonna take advantage of it. He gonna get them yards one way or another. He is a true dual threat. He's not a pass first, run second. He is, if I can run, forget this pass. I'm gone. I don't care who open. Pew. If he see that thing open up, he gonna trust his legs. And he gonna go get you. You mess around, he gonna be ran all the way down the field like he jogging. That's one thing about him. He hit that hole. He is not hitting just to get the first down. He'll keep running. Like Forrest Gump. I just kept on running. This dude would run, and it looked like he going for 20. He just keep running. Oh, it's 40. And if you don't tackle well, he will walk his butt right into the end zone. He is running to score. That's what's dangerous about Salter. He's just not going to go get up the yards and slide. And you know what's real slick about him is he know how to run and not get hit. He know he going to take off running. He know when to go out of bounds. He know when to go down. He's not trying to run over you. But if you don't tackle him, I want to say like Mahomes, he be doing all that LeBron James flopping type stuff. Like they do some weird stuff in the NFL. You know, they kind of protect him. It's over the top and it's weird. But Mahomes, if you don't hit him, he'll keep on running. But if you hit him, he flopping. I don't think that's Salter. But if you don't look like you're going to hit Salter, he's not bracing to go down. He's smart enough to know when to take his losses, and he's smart enough to know I can take this one. You keep running. So you can think he's going to slide, and he'll squeeze right between. He got enough speed to keep running. That's what I noticed about him, even at practice, especially when they take the view from behind him. And you looking at it from his perspective. If you see that thing open up, he gone. And that's very dangerous in college football for the opponent. Because, boy, he'll mess up your momentum. You 3rd and 8, and you think, oh, he got to throw. Man, that mug will run for 25, 30 yards, and it will break your back. We've experienced it in times of Colorado's having a hard time getting off the field. This guy will give you a hard time getting off the field because he's not limited to handing off to a running back on 3rd and 4. He's not limited to like what we seen last year where we trying to get it to Travis. You know he's going to throw it. You in shotgun. You know he's finna throw it. It's dangerous. That's how I feel about Salter. Dangerous. Now, Juju, on the other hand, what I'm very impressed with. Juju do something that I would love to see Shadu do more. Now, Juju do something that if he sees, he takes advantage of it. And that's the running backs out the backfield. If that running back wide open, he's not trying to wait to see, what's open, who open. He dump it real quick. And the running backs end up looking like Salter. He catch them out there in that wide open green. They running for 15, 20 yards. He's not doing this whole, I'm going to check down, then try to throw it to him last. And the linebacker, everybody don't figure it out. Oh, he open. Let me come up. And it limits the room he has. He dumps it quick. Even it's not a design. That running back get out there and he see open. He know he finna get that quick 15. That is about as dangerous as Salter running the ball. They're very different, but they have the same impact because they eat up them yards. They're not going for the big play all the time. They just going to eat them yards up. You give it to them, they taking it. If you give Salter that running lane, he taking it. If you give Juju the doggone running back sent out down the flats by himself and act like he's not a danger, Juju taking it. I noticed that. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Let me know. He taking that. And that running back, if they athletic, if you give Brandon Hood the ball in space, that's when he's dangerous. Even Hayden. Hayden can be dangerous in space, but Brandon Hood, you got him. Or you have somebody like Harge out there in the backfield, and you dumping him in space. He's very shifty, and he's very quick, and he's dangerous. If Colorado play their cards right, oh my goodness, they're going to be a far better offensive team. Because they still got some significant offensive weapons. They still have O'Miller. Farrakhan looking very good. We know Gibson is just a secret weapon. Play with him if you want to. He got 40-plus touchdowns in the season for a reason. I don't care what. I don't care if you're playing at the picnic. That ain't easy. Because when he touched the ball, he gone. You give him too much room, he gone. See, we played up Dylan Edwards and all that. This guy's like that. You give him the ball in space. Everybody worry about, oh, don't give didn't have no space. You better worry about giving Gibson and even Harge the ball in space. They are that kind of dangerous. They gonna take off and be gone. And they shifty and they quick and open the space with a doggone linebacker or whoever, a nickel. Man, one-on-one, it's a problem. You better have some boundaries. You better have some containment, because he gonna make a poop, 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 and he gone. And your speed, their burst, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, is exceptional. You still got people like JoJo Williams on the other side. I think you put him and Amarion on the field at the same time. I know we gave Timmons a lot of credit. He was hurt, and we kind of looking at over Timmons, but Timmons, he making do some things too. But if you put these weapons on the field with a Salter, and you put the right people in the backfield, it's just too much speed, and there's too many guys you got to key. I'm going to tell you, you better key on Salter when he in a game. Because you can do all the coverage in the world, and if he see a lane, if your linebackers get caught slipping, or they just ain't quick, he gone. He gone. And everybody else running for their life trying to cover old Mario Miller, and we finally get to be the one like, meet. By the time they look up, they like, I know he ain't. Where he come from? He in the secondary. He gone. While you running for your life, because you going to take 2-3 people to cover Mario Miller, because you're not going to let him gas you up like he did USC. You're not going to just be able to cover him one-on-one. You be a fool. So you going to have everybody watching him. And you got JoJo Williams jump balling over here. And you got that speed of Gibson. Yeah, this receiver room is better. We got better. You had Travis Hunter. You had LeJontay Wester. You had Jimmy. You had Shepard. You had some people. But that was an upgrade for what they had. But this room right here, when you put Old Miller in his prime, JoJo, we ain't seen JoJo do. We see what he did at Tulsa. When he get in his thing, and you got them guys on the field together, and you still got the speed of a Gibson or a Farrakhan or a Harge playing in the slot, moving around, going in and out the backfield. You still got a Draylon Miller who just, he's interesting. He's not the fastest guy, but he's a running back with receiver skills, and it's hard for these DBs to bring him down. He running them over like a running back. He got running back skills. DBs don't want to tackle no running back one-on-one. Yeah, I noticed last year they just falling all over themselves. He just running through tackles, bumbling through them, because he just round his bill. If they use their weapons right, Greg said it. This team, the coach has been saying it. Everybody been hitting. This is a better team. The line is better. Defensive line and offensive line. They're better. They're better. I think they'll have a little more tight end play. I ain't even mentioned that. We got so much to talk about, y'all. Just make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I ain't gonna get it all out in this video. There's a lot more to come. Greg said it, and I'll be talking to y'all soon.